Yeah. What's going on, YouTube? It's Bandwagonbam here, reacting to the deadly war in East London. NorthSide Newham versus SouthSide Newham. What the hell? Newham's beefing Newham. That's mad. But flipping, hey, this is like EastEnders, what I can see. Wait, let me try to show you. Look, that is like EastEnders, isn't it? But yeah, we're on the road to 100k. Subscribe today. Let me know what videos you want me to react to, man. Get it out for you ASAP. So spam it up in the comment below. And I'll reply to comments. So yeah, man. Let's get into this one.
We are back in Newham, London's third highest populated borough, located in the east side of the city. Newham's also one of the boroughs with the highest proportion of individuals living in poverty. In an earlier video, I discussed it.
Bro, I remember I came here maybe 3 weeks ago. I didn't know it was Newham though. I knew I was out the ends, but I didn't know crap.
With the highest proportion of individuals living in poverty. In an earlier video, I discussed the deadly war between Newham Gang, Manor Park vs Guildford, Guildford being in another borough. However, in this video, I'll dive into the deadly war that has split one borough, Newham, into a bloodbath that has consumed people of all ages, gang member or innocent alike. The city has been split into two sides, NorthSide Newham, aka
Custom House, Cannon Town, Forest Gate. So this is a CB so from innit. Newham's big though, so it makes sense why it would beef, because it's not small. It's not like this is just beefing each other, or like Beckton's massive as well. What the hell? So Beckton beefs Forest Gate. I remember reacting to Custom House, but I can't remember who's from there.
7th and Southside Newham, aka 6th. NorthSide Newham is made up of several sets which include Blackwater Close and Woodgrange Estate, both located in Forest Gate, CGE aka Chad Green Estate, BCM aka Believe, Conquer and Motivate, and other smaller sets to make up the NorthSide Newham Alliance. Now onto Southside Newham. It's made up of sets like ACG from Beckton, Custom House, Cannon Town, Custom Trench Boys, and a couple more. A bit of history.
Okay, so East have got their own Crips as well. Yeah. So it seems like every what they called compass spots, yeah, have got their own Crips. So South have got their own Crips, North have got their own Crips, East have got their own Crips, and West have got their own Crips.
History. 7th aka NorthSide Newham were formerly known as the E7 Crips. The gang was formulated in the Forest Gate area. A number of past and current generation of gangs have existed in Newham and other London boroughs that associate with the colour blue, some of which in the past had also self-identified themselves as Crips. E7 Crips were created around 2003, which has been composed of a mixture of street gang link-ups such as the Smooth Moneymakers and older music collectives such as Kamikaze Crew and Mob That Crew. On January 2009, Stephen Lewis aka Captain, who repped the set CGE from NorthSide Newham, would attend a charity event aimed at campaigning against youth violence and anti-knife crime in Plaistow. The irony was, when he made his way outside with his brother, he was spotted by Custom House members who were armed with knives. Stephen was attacked by the youth and stabbed to death.
Don't you find that crazy? That's actually wrong. Like, within beefing each other, that is so wrong. A nigga comes down to try to put a stop to crime or try to talk to the youth and you kill him anyway. I hear it in the terms of beef is beef, but still,
Stephen was cradled by his 16-year-old sister Tanya as he was laying dying in the street while his brother looked on.
See, that's sad.
The killing on that Saturday night in Plaistow, East London, was the first death that sparked the...
How do you say it? Plowstone.
The killing on that Saturday night in Plaistow, East London, was the first death that sparked a vicious cycle of revenge killings, turning this into a deadly war. Chris Mazekulua, 18 years old, of Hooper Road Custom House, was given at least
So this happened in 2003, they said, didn't it? So he should be out by now.
17 years at the Old Bailey in November 2009
Oh,
after
2009.
being found guilty of murdering a teenager. Now, believe, conquer and motivate members, mostly schoolboys at the time, were deeply enraged at the death of their fallen friend Captain, and it didn't take long for them to seek revenge. So in the early hours of July 4th, 2010, Ailton Campos de Oliveira, aka Ace, who repped Custom House, was cycling through East London when he was spotted by a large swarm of about 20 CGE and BCM members. He was beaten with
20.
baseball bats, metal bars, and finally fatally stabbed. Ace was taken to...
Yeah, you man are doing too much. You man are doing way too much. You already beating the guy up with baseball bats and whatever you had, and now you want to go stab him, bro.
Beaten with baseball bats, metal bars,
See,
and finally fatally stabbed.
too much.
Ace was taken to Royal London Hospital, where he was pronounced dead in the morning. The judge heard the attack was a revenge for the murder of Stephen Lewis, aka Captain, who was stabbed to death at an anti-knife crime disco 18 months earlier. Stephen's best friend, Jarrell Wilson Mooney, 19...
Hey chat, I want to ask you a lot this year. Do you ever feel like the knife crime in London is ever gonna go down? I'm not talking about like niggas can't find each other. I'm saying like them stop beefing as a whole, or what do you think they could offer the London gangs to make them stop beefing as a whole? What do you think they can be like? Alright, listen, you lot, stop beefing. I will give you this. What do you think that item is? I don't know if it will be money anymore. Before I could say money, but now a lot of the rappers have got money.
Romford was convicted of murder alongside Larty. Both had belonged to the rival Plaistow-based Chad Green gang. Each were handed a life sentence and ordered to serve a minimum of 18 years. Sammy Guns, aka Samuel, a well-respected and loved CGE member, was also the fourth suspect and murderer of Ace. However, before he could be sentenced, he was shot dead on the 23rd of October 2010 by Peckham boys from South London. Around that time,
The hell?
there had been...
Why the flip is the block beefing them, man, bro? They're so far away. Like, I don't get that. I actually don't get that. Why is Peckham being nuisances all the way over there?
Fourth suspect and murderer of Ace. However, before he could be sentenced, he was shot dead on the 23rd of October 2010 by Peckham boys from South London. Around that time, there had been a series of disputes and violations involving the Peckham boys and members from Stratford/Plaistow in Newham. Sammy was unfortunately the victim of a retaliation.
Bro, do you know how like unlucky that guy is, yeah, to get killed by a Peckham guy that's an hour away? Because niggas don't normally catch niggas that live on the same block as them or live in the same flipping, I'll say within 10 minutes of them. Like, people don't even catch each other because they can't see each other. So if we to get caught, that's crazy.
Now, there was a BCM member known as Chrome, real name Champion Gander.
That's a bad boy name.
Talented rapper from the Stratford set of NorthSide Newham. He was also a very talented footballer, an Arsenal trainee in fact. Champion Gander, aka Chrome, was 17 years old when he and a friend were in Forest Gate. They were spotted by Custom House members after a brutal attack involving belts, a hammer and at least one knife, where Chrome was stabbed 11 times in the head, chest, arms and legs, his friend being attacked too. Chrome sadly died at the scene, whereas his friend survived.
Now, listen. This is like a message for the gang members, bro. If your friend could make it out of the hood by football, vlogging, or I don't know what you can do, acting, dancing, whatever, do your best to keep them off the streets, bro. Because it's only like maybe 6 months or a year left until you man are really off the block, because you man got that love. So don't be trying to take the man them back into the hood, try to make them glide and that, and then they get killed, bro. Like, nah.
The whole attack happened outside a primary school.
Primary
And
school.
although adults witnessed it, they didn't provide witness statements until 3 years later. Armani Lynch was arrested and was on trial for the murder. Judge Wendy said 2 of the strikes were so powerful they chipped his bones. The Old Bailey heard a transcript of a phone call that revealed Lynch had called his friends to pack the public gallery so as to intimidate other defendants from giving evidence. For some odd reason...
Can you turn your mic up? Oh wait. Is that better? Is that better? Is that better?
Lynch was found
Should be
guilty
better.
of only manslaughter and sentenced to 14 years.
Yeah. Alright, cool.
Now from 2012
But man said he only got manslaughter.
onwards, there was a very talented custom house rapper known as Mover. He would release music that would generate millions of views. He was a gem in the scene known
Oh, Move was from there.
as road rap, which consists of rapping about real life hardships and struggles that many relate to. On July 3rd, 2014, Lithuanian national Zion Darunas Lorinavičius, forgive me for the pronunciation, was enjoying an ice cream on Parson Street in Hendon while walking with his father. They just finished renovating property in the area and worked hard to provide for their family back home in Lithuania. The son was wearing a shiny Rolex, which was spotted by Mover and 2 others after driving in the area. Mover and the others jumped out the car. Their goal was a watch and a bag. Zion Darunas Lorinavičius, 38, was stabbed in the chest with a fearsome hunting knife, and they took the watch and bag. The victim's father, Pranas, said the 3 robbers ambushed them from behind in an attack that was over in a flash. He said one man was armed with a knife, while the other 2 men tripped his son.
Bro, I don't rate that. I'm not gonna lie, I don't rate that. I don't rate niggas that be robbing niggas for stuff that's not theirs, bro. Like, obviously that's what robbery is, isn't it? But like, cool. A robbing somebody else that's like you on the street, I hear that. Because that's what you man do. You man just be doing some foolishness. But you robbing, he's clearly a civilian. Yeah. And now you just stabbed and killed the nigga or the guy for something that don't belong to you, bro. And a lot of the time, people don't know if it's real or fake, yeah? And they stab the niggas anyway, and it could be, and it's a fake watch. So 1, you killed someone for something that's not yours, bummy. 2, you killed someone for something that's fake, bummy again. I'm like, bro, at least if you're gonna rob someone, make sure it's authentic. And if you can't see that it's authentic from a far distance, you're clearly in the wrong game, bro. Because I know I got friends that could tell you if a watch is real or fake from just looking at it from like a distance. So if you're just doing it and you're just trying to get a watch on like a random thing, leave it out, bro. Find a new hustle. You just killed someone for no reason.
Son, a married father of 1, over as he tried to flee. This all happened in 15 seconds. It's a sobering thought that 1 minute Zion Doris could be happily eating an ice cream on a summer afternoon in the company of his father, and the next he was lying in the street with his chest cut open. Crazy, man. Emergency services tried saving him. London ambulance were called, but sadly he was pronounced dead at the scene. Those involved were all arrested and faced trial for the murder a year later, and in May 2015, Mover, 22, and Stefan Lasana, 22, were each sentenced to 30 years in prison. The strangest thing about Mover's actions were that he rapped in a song warning about how stupid it is to do the very same thing that he did.
The stupid thing about that Mover nigga here is he would have got a Rolex from his rapping. And now he's just sitting behind a gate.
Now we thinking about the bird that he's holding, all because he stabbed man spur of the moment.
And if the 30-year sentence ended in a promising rap career where he could have made it out of the hood,
That's his problem, bro.
Enough heartache. Well, the watch they stole was fake, and the bag.
Oh. Yeah, I told you, just killed the nigga for something that's fake, bro. What the hell are you doing? Nah, it's mad, bro. Like, it's already bummy robbing someone that's not in the same life as you. Example, if a gang member was to rob a TikToker or a YouTuber, there's no ratings behind that. But if a gang member was to rob another gang member that's trying to puff out their chest 24/7, then cool, I understand that. But you robbing civilians, bro, oh my days.
Nothing but the father's glasses. Now in 2015, both warring sides of Newham had some...
You robbed someone for nothing. One, the thing was fake. Two, all what was in there was his dad's glasses.
Promising rappers. Custom House had Kojo Funds. BCM/Stratford had J Hus. Both would incorporate their Afrobeats into their rap music. J Hus dropped a very direct diss track towards Kojo Funds where he said, "Little Kojo scared, Kojo stressing, Kojo ran off, left his blessings, left his pride, left his bedroom. Kojo's lying, time for confession. Kojo what? Kojo who? Kojo ooh, I make more funds than you." It doesn't get more direct than that. Kojo Funds dropped a reply.
That sounds like a flipping nursery rhyme.
Of his own. Funny enough, the beat brought the best out of them musically, with Kojo's reply being a banger. Now J Hus had been stabbed by a Custom House member in the past, so Kojo decided to use the picture of J Hus on his hospital bed as the thumbnail for a diss track. Now come 2017, there was a new generation.
Oh yeah, this nigga is a savage. This nigga is a savage. I said, yo, little bro, you good? How can you joke, man? But flipping, yeah, this young DIZZ nigga lost it.
Drillers in SouthSide Newham, young DIZZ, aka Prince of the Six, created ACG along with twins S and H. ACG stands for Anybody Can Go. And as for NorthSide Newham, CV, aka Crazy Black, was a rapper from Forest Gate.
That's what CB stands for, Crazy Black. Crazy Black. Okay. Crazy Black. Okay, cool. Yeah, man. I came here to go to an appointment. I came here to go to an appointment, some physio appointment. Crazy Blacks. Okay.
Twins S and H. ACG stands for Anybody Can Go. And as for NorthSide Newham, CV, aka Crazy Black, was a rapper from Forest Gate. He would have his breakthrough moment in 2017 with the track Take That Risk. The song was loaded with 808s, which allowed his vivid street tale to shine and connect with audiences who were far removed from that lifestyle. The clarity he showcased, the considered rhyme schemes, few to this day have been able to come close. Many believe CB to be the king of UK drill. And on the 2nd of April 2017, Ahmed Dean Jar, aka Grinner, who repped Custom House, was buying a soft drink at an off-license store in Freemasons Road. He was stabbed inside the shop, which was less than 50 yards from his house. He sadly died at the scene minutes after 3:40 PM. His post-mortem stated that the cause of death was a stab wound to the heart. Several people were arrested, but no charges were made. The alleged murderer of Grinner was said to be CB. And although CCTV images have been released and a reward of 20,000 for any information leading to an arrest.
Do you know what's so funny, yeah? All of these drillers that be doing drills, they always do it on their ones. But in America, they'll have like 10 men in one car. But in the UK, they just got one man on foot. Yeah.
The case remains unsolved to this day. On the 25th of August 2017, 19-year-old Abdul Mayanja was giving friends a lift home when a female passenger fell ill, prompting them to stop in Wall Street, Stratford. Mr. Mayanja and his friends sat on the wall. They were approached by two Custom House members in cruise and ice cream. They asked, "What end you from?" before suddenly shooting Abdul. He was rushed to hospital.
Why? What the hell? Why, bro? I don't get that. All these girls.
Prompting them to stop in Wall Street, Stratford. Mr. Mayanja and his friends sat on the wall. They were approached by 2 custom house members in cruise and ice cream.
So wait, hey chap, were these men ops? Or no, they're civilians, they just happened to stop there.
They asked, "What end you from?" before suddenly shooting Abdul. He was rushed to hospital and later died. Both ice cream and crews were arrested and sentenced to 30 and 31 years respectively for the murder. Sadly, Abdul Mayanja was merely a civilian at the wrong place at the wrong time.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, nobody will care if you gang members kill each other, because that's what you want to do, kill yourself. Who cares? But just stop getting the civilians involved, bro. Like, what the hell? I've heard too much civilians die through gang beef and they're not involved, bro. That is weird.
The mere fact that they asked him where he was from, as they were unsure if he was a gang member or not, and then fired, was sickening to say the least. Custom house members.
Like, that's literally like, I don't know. That's like a nigga approach a man and say, "Where you from?" And before I even answer, they shoot me. Like, that's sneaky anyway. And then that's like a nigga even asking me again, "Where you from?" And I say Peckham, and they shoot me. That's sneaky, because there's millions of people or hundreds of thousands of people from Peckham. The question is, are you my op? But if I'm your op, you should know. You shouldn't need to ask anyway. But like, just because you're from a certain area, bro, like, you shouldn't get blamed, bro. That's mad.
We're still looking for a real member, and so on the 4th of September 2017, ACG members got into a Range Rover and travelled to Forest Gate. They spotted 14-year-old CJ. What happened next would reach national TV and shock the streets of London.
Corey Jr., CJ Davis, was shot dead as he stood by a playground on a September afternoon last year.
Everybody failed him. Everybody failed him. He's not here. Everybody failed him. I even feel like I failed him. And that's not a good thing for a mother to say.
You didn't feel nothing from him. These niggas just been killing people for no reason.
Corey was groomed by NorthSide Newham to sell drugs and was often scared and told professionals he wasn't safe. Despite his concerns, social workers didn't recognize him as a victim, but rather he was seen as an offender and gave him no options to rehouse the boy in a different area.
Yeah, that is defo the government's fault. Even though it's the nigga's fault for be killing. But if the nigga has said to you, "I got a drama, I need to leave," and the government don't want to rehouse the guy, what more can he do? For one, because once you're in it, you're in it. You can't just back out and be like, "Time out, bro. It's Monday. I don't want to play today." You can't say that, bro, because once you're in, you're in. So if he's trying to leave the ends because he's clocking crap, I can't hack this, or like the beef is immense now, the government should be moving him instantly.
Young DIZZ and the twins were arrested for this case but shortly released. Young DIZZ dropped the evilest verse I've ever heard. I won't repeat it, but I'll put it on the screen for you guys to read. It's clear to see why Young DIZZ...
Oh my days, I remember this song. This was one of my first, like, not my first, but it was one of my first reactions, yeah, that went viral. Flipping hell, this got like 100k views. I don't know if it's still up.
...is referred to as the devil in Newham. Another thing to mention about DIZZ is the fact that he once said he lost his mother and felt like it was his fault. Maybe this adds to why he turned into someone so heartless.
Yeah, it could be the devil and that, yeah. It's just another name for me, innit? Devil.
And on the 14th of February 2018, Promise Nkeda, an alleged affiliate of the ACG 6 gang, was walking with his friends when Forest Gate members in a stolen BMW purposely crashed into him, mowing him down. They then chased him and stabbed him 15 times in Canning Town. Promise was repeatedly stabbed in the head, back and chest in the space of seconds. He managed to knock on a nearby door and the occupants raised the alarm, but despite paramedics battling to save his life, he was pronounced dead at the scene at about 8:40 PM. 4 teenagers were arrested and charged for his murder. The court heard...
yeah, this nigga definitely done it. He does not look like he cares.
That the stolen BMW was found crashed, and a knife and a pair of latex gloves were later discovered behind the nearby telephone junction box. Mr. Kent said the knife had promised DNA on it, while one of the gloves bore Doe's DNA. The prosecutor told jurors that the knife also fitted a sheath which was found near the attack and had Idris' DNA on it. After recovering the stolen car, police found a rucksack in the boot containing the juvenile's Oyster card and drinks container with his DNA on it, the court heard. Shamar Dawes and Ishaq Abedil were both sentenced to 18 years,
18.
whereas Idris was sentenced to 16 years, and finally Anton Mouir sentenced to 17 years. Now on the 26th of July 2018, CB, while wearing a clown mask, and 3 others got into a car armed with guns and knives and attempted to travel to rival blocks. They were intercepted by armed police. This resulted in a car chase which ended in a gunfight with the police officers. An armed response unit fired after shots were fired from a BMW. CB also pointed a shotgun at the police car but didn't fire.
Pointing a long barrel weapon at us.
CB was jailed for 23 years.
See, like, cool. I understand why, like, niggas be getting on shootouts with Jakes. Because that's, like, part of what they be doing. The feds' job is to catch you, and your job is to evade them. Cool. But these men just be killed. But, like, I'm saying killing innocents, that's just out the window, fam. Isn't that CB's police chase? Yeah.
Some argue it was excessive and that he was only given life because police knew he killed Grinner but didn't have the evidence to charge him, so he used this as an opportunity.
What do you mean? Of course they're gonna give him 23 years. He just tried to kill me, and I'm a policeman. I'm definitely gonna stretch your sentence, bro. And I'm gonna get the flipping judge to be like, hey, we're each other, bro. We work together. They give him a mad sentence. Of course they're gonna be like that.
CB was one of the few men whose ops actually gave props to him, as you can hear in this video.
No one even liked claiming gay. It was embarrassing. When CB come, I heard he was riding. Man got the drop. This guy's riding. Nah, he made it fun again. You know them ones like, hey, you know what? Free CB for real. He made the beat fun again. I ain't gonna lie.
Now back to young DIZZ. One of his youngers who would sell drugs would lose one of the packages. Allegedly, young DIZZ thought he stole it. Or maybe he did, who knows. So in devil-like fashion, he used the help of another 16-year-old boy who knew the younger, and on the night, 2nd of August 2018, the teenager made contact with him and suggested they meet in Barking. The kid turned up as agreed, and young DIZZ and 4 other youths pulled up in a dark blue Ford. The boy was punched in the head and body and ordered to get into the vehicle, where he was threatened with a machete and had 2 plastic bags put over his head and secured with an elastic band. He was driven to the home of one of the younger defendants, where he was held.
Do you know what's mad? This nigga used to from a chat to man on Insta and that, when me and my mum will be like doing reactions. Like a lot of the time, I just think a lot of music is just music, innit? But this nigga crazy.
For around 2 hours and subjected to a violent and humiliating ordeal. He was forced to strip naked as DIZZ filmed and threatened to cut him up. The victim was hit with a metal pole over his face, back, legs and arms, and his hair was forcefully cut. DIZZ attempted to pour boiling water over the victim's head. He was forced to swallow cannabis joint and was also threatened with scissors. His parents were also cold, and he was forced to beg for 1.5k to
street name, I understand. What is your street name?
How come, man?
We believe your street name to be Young DIZZ.
How come?
Victim says that when he gets in,
The nigga looks like he don't care. He looks like he's just saying like, let me just get this interview over and done with.
Into the car, he immediately recognises the driver as young DIZZ. Is that you?
No comment.
Young DIZZ was sentenced to 12.5 years in prison after pleading guilty to kidnap, conspiracy to falsely imprison, conspiracy to blackmail, GBH, and perverting the court of justice. The 4 other accomplices
This guy's
were
scary,
jailed
though.
for between 2.5 and 3.5 years. Now the young ACG boys who were sentenced along with DIZZ were released and placed on tag. Despite being on tag, 2 boys aged 14 and 16 got into a stolen blackout Ford and drove to Chad Green in August 2019. They would spot CGE member Star Knight, where they would viciously attack him with machetes, resulting in his death. A glove with both the youth's DNA and the victim's blood on it was later recovered from an abandoned getaway car following a police search. What the 2 boys didn't know was their victim was also on an electric tag, and that the police were capable of asserting your whereabouts if you came into contact with another home.
Ah, that's a vile. That's smart though. That is smart. That is smart. All of these gang members need to go and tag them. I don't care. Because then it's like, if something gets dropped, man can just link the tag or check what tags are in that area at the time. Yeah, case closed. Everyone should be on tag.
Anderson, who was then 18 at the time of the trial, was sentenced to 18 years, whereas the 16-year-old boy got 16 years. Now, David Gorma was a marketing graduate and someone who worked for the NHS. His mother also worked for the NHS, and his father had passed away due to COVID. 2 days before his father's funeral, he was walking in Custom House on the phone to his girlfriend, and on April 2020, 4 bloodthirsty CGE and Stratford members were lurking looking for rivals. They spotted him and chased him. Thankfully, he outran the group. However, a car pulled up near him. His girlfriend claims she heard one of them. He outran them, were lurking looking for rivals.
He's on point though. He's on point. He's actually on point. Hey, love for the follow, bro.
They spotted him and chased him. Thankfully,
he saw that and he bolted.
Members were lurking looking for rivals. They spotted him and chased him. Thankfully, he outran the group. However, a car pulled up near him. His girlfriend claims she heard one of the men ask him where he was from. David ran again. The doors of the vehicle opened and they chased him. CCTV captured the event and David was stabbed up to 9 times. All 4 men attempted to flee
before you go away,
car, but the wheel fell off, so they walked home. After the killing, one of them decided to draw a comic-style drawing and glorify the murder.
Followers here, dealing.
So you drew a CCTV. I mean, you drew a drawing of what happened that night. Are you telling me that's not like snitching at its finest, bro? Because that is more than music. Because music is just like, I can rap a bar and then that's self-snitching, cool. But man done drawing, you know, that's different.
After the killing, one of them decided to draw a comic-style drawing and glorify the murder, and all 4 men were seen giggling during the trial, remorseless killers. While sitting in the trial, one of the men...
Man said they're giggling. Do you know why they're giggling? Because they don't know what life means. Or what a life is. Because they're so young. Because at the age is like 16. Even though you feel like you're a man, you're not a man. You're far from it. I would, like, to be honest, I would say you could be 30, but if you don't have no kids, you still ain't gonna understand what a life is. If that makes sense. Because once you have a kid, like, life hits different, for real. So, I don't know what's wrong with these, man. Nah, these men to be wildin'.
Wagner Coulibaly graffitied on the walls of the court, listing his dead ops and writing NorthSide Newham, and how he was a custom house bully. Wagner Coulibaly and Mohamed Jallo were sentenced to 27 years, David True given 26 years, and Alex was handed a 21-year sentence. Around this time, a drill rapper from Forest Gate was dropping fire music to the point he caught the attention of Canadian megastar Drake. However, Yanko was busted for working as a courier in a county line operation all the way in Birmingham and sentenced to 3 years in prison. On top of a 3-year sentence he's already serving for firearm offences in London. One of the ACG twins spoke about him in an Insta Live, displeased with his music to say the least.
It's this Yanko, brother, man. Mother's life, bro. This you gives me a headache, fam. It gives me a headache, fam. Sometimes, yeah, when you hear stuff, yeah, I think, why are you lying, fam? You know, sometimes that there's some guys that are actually out here, you're like, you know what, he's out here. Man caught this you, bro. Man caught this you, not once, not twice, 3 times. One time though, man caught him. I ain't even gonna say who with, I ain't trying to, you feel me, but you say man no, he held that chef in, you already know.
K. John Lubin, aka K. Miz, was a SouthSide Newham affiliate. Apparently, in the morning, 11th of December 2020, K. Miz and his friends will steal a scooter from Vanco. Later that evening, Vanco and his friends will ride out looking for K. Miz. They spotted K. Miz along with his friends in North Woolwich. A fight night would spark up.
That's a North Woolwich. Do you know how far that is? How are you man just randomly bumping into each other like this, bro? This is so weird, fam. Like, you man don't bump into each other on the ends, but you're bumping into each other an hour off the ends. So that's mad. Like, imagine me living in Peckham and I don't bump into no one in Peckham for like 2-3 years, and then I go Milton Keynes or Birmingham and I bump into my uncle up there. That would get me mad.
Where K. Miz stabbed a single time by Vanco. Sadly, it pierced through his heart and he immediately collapsed, dying at the scene at 6:50 p.m. Vanco and his friends would later be arrested and charged with murder. However, they would go on to trial in the summer of 2021 and beat both the murder and manslaughter charge.
Not from London, where's Woolwich? How can I say it? Woolwich is past Greenwich. Like, Woolwich is actually far from like South London, like South, even as class as South East London. It's technically not South East London, bro. It's too far. It's too far. It's not far from like where all the 3 prisons are, like Isis, Belmarsh, and Thameside. It's not far from there.
Be jailed for 2 years for violent disorder. 18-year-old Abu Bakr Jar, also known as Junior, who is the younger brother of Grinner. Grinner, who I talked about earlier, who was fatally stabbed to death in a shop in 2017. Well, in Canning Town on Monday, April 25th, 2021, Junior Jar was shot by a man from a car. Then he got out of the car and proceeded to stab him. London ambulance service.
What? Why the hell are you gonna have a gun and a knife? No, that guy was like, if it jams, I'm equipped.
From a car. Then he got out of the car and proceeded to stab him. London ambulance services attended the scene. Despite the best efforts of the medics, he sadly died at the scene. A mother had officially lost 2 sons to these Newham streets. The killer remains at large and the murder remains unsolved till this day.
So, what? So they're saying CB killed Grinner. Allegedly. Yeah. And now this Junior guy, which is his brother, got killed too. Like, pain like that, if your kid dies, natural causes, that is hurtful enough. But for them to be taken by some next nigga, that's mad.
No one wins in these wars.
R.I.P. man.
It's only a game of who loses the least, and both sides have lost a lot. I send my condolences to the family of everyone who passed away. Newham really needs help, and fast.
Nah, that is mad still. That is actually mad. That's mad still. That's mad. That's mad big time. The sad thing is that the mother is the one that lost out. Yeah. Facts. that is the sad thing. The mum has lost out on 2 kids down to the streets. That's upsetting still, man. That's annoying. Like, that's annoying me still. RIP everyone lost out. RIP everyone lost in the southeast. I mean, not southeast, in the East London war, fam. Because that's just mad, fam. I bear them are kids as well, fam. Like, that is sad. At least if like a nigga dies and he's like, I don't know, like 25 and that, he had enough time to understand what's he doing within the gang life. But when you're dying at like 16, 15, 14 and that, even when you're dying at like 19, you still don't understand life yet, bro. As I said, that's mad. That was a good video. I hear it still. It was very informative. So as I said, shout out this Skyboy guy. He's doing his thing. I'm gonna give him a look right there. Look at my name here. I'll give him a little sub. Shout him out still. But listen, you lot, like, subscribe, turn on notifications. We're on the road to 100k. So make sure you subscribe today. Let me know what other videos you want me to react to, and I'll get out for you ASAP. And we out.
Back out, slap it out, short but I bang like Pacquiao. Man just ping it or ching it. If I ain't did it, I still bring back it out. Trials probably hit squad, baby, hit squad crazy, rip man's.